Yo, what's up guys? So today in this video we're going to be doing some nothing to something trading. This is actually my 5th time recording this video because I was unhappy with how it came out the first few times. So I'm going to be recording it again. I'm doing a voiceover on all the gameplay, but I hope you guys still enjoyed the video. I'm going to try to do more nothing to something series, at least one a week, because I know you guys enjoy them a lot. So in the last episode we were able to get to about 7,000 value. As you can see right now, I had the DIY Dominus and the Winter King crown. So I'm going to see if I can downgrade that Dominus or try to get it projected. And at Trade Hangout I ran into this guy, his name is Alchemist, and he wanted my DIY Dominus, so I sent him for his rubber ducky and a small, the green starry sight. So we kept going back and forth because he wanted to get an equal trade, but I was trying to get an overpay. So I kept countering and then he kept countering back. He wanted to give the Winter King crown instead of the green starry sight, but I didn't really want that, and eventually he decided to accept, and I ended up winning about 200 rap on the trade, which is pretty good. And then next I ran into this other guy who wanted to downgrade his masked hood of the Slither Slayer for the 2 items I had just got from the previous trade, and he sent it to me, so I just accepted. I won like almost 500 rap on this trade, so it was a quick accept for me. I didn't really have to think about it too much, and I decided to put it up for sale just in case it sold before I made my next trade because it was selling for a lot. Anyway, right after I tried putting it on sale, I stayed at Trade Hangout and I tried to see if I can get a downgrade for the Slither Slayer, and this guy said he wanted it, so I sent him the orange Starface, 2 smalls, and some Robux for the Slither Slayer, which would be a pretty good win for me. I would be winning about 200 Robux, and he ended up accepting that trade. So now with the orange Starface, I was going to see if I could downgrade it and try to get some smaller items. So this is what I sent. Sent the blue Viking helm and the pink shades McCool for the orange Starface that I just got, and that trade ended up getting accepted. So next I traded 2 of my smalls for Sinister Branches. This guy was actually looking to downgrade his Sinister Branches, so it worked out for me, and I ended up sending to him and he decided to accept that trade. So at this point in the video, there were a few trades that I had made that I didn't get the footage for, so I'm just going to recap what happened and what trades I made, since I don't actually have me at Trade Hangout making the trades. So this was the first trade that you guys saw me make. I gave the DIY Dominus for the rubber ducky and the green starry sight, which was a pretty good win. And remember, some of these items dropped a lot. As you can see, the DIY Dominus dropped a ton, and now it looks like a huge win, even though it was only a few hundred Robux I won. Same with this trade. The masked hood dropped a lot, so it looks like I didn't win that much, but in reality I won like 500 on the trade. And then after that one, I downgraded the masked hood for some smalls and the orange Starface, plus some Robux as well. So I was really just trying to upgrade and downgrade and get projected. And here's the next downgrade. I downgraded the orange Starface for the blue King Viking helm and the pink shades McCool. Then I upgraded, and after that I traded for this projected, the mad scientist hair. I used my mass trades method for this one. It always is effective, even though you have to send out like 50 trades. It usually always works for me, so I recommend trying it out if you guys haven't yet. And as you can see, this is a pretty big win right here. I only gave 2k for projected, and then in the next trade you're gonna see that I got a pretty good win after only giving 1900. After that I traded for this so super excited pink, which is about 3600, which is a 1700 win just in 2 trades. And it's definitely worth mass trading and sending a ton of trades for, because as you can see, you definitely can make a ton of profit from it, so I recommend trying it out. Next, I traded for the pink shades McCool for a projected Amethyst Emperor of the Sky. So this is another pretty big win. I got a 9,500 projected that I need to trade now, and I could probably get like 4k for it. So here are my current items right now. I do have a projected, but I have 16,000 value. Projected is worth about 9k, so without the projected we're still at 7,000. And if I can get 4k for the projected, that would be incredible. And these are my 4 items. So super excited, Sinister Branches, Winter King crown, and the Amethyst Emperor of the Sky, which is the projected. So if we can get like 4k for it, then that means we can get to about 11,000. So I ran into this guy and he said he was a fan, so I was gonna see if I could make a trade with him because he wanted to make a trade. Obviously I wasn't gonna try to trade him the projected, but since he wanted to complete a trade, I just wanted to see what he had and see if he wanted to trade for any of the items that I currently had. So I was just waiting for him to send at this point. And this is what he sent. It wasn't really that good, so I didn't want it. But if you guys are fans and you see me at Trade Hangout, you can always send me a trade. I'm always willing to look at trades. Even if it's bad, I still appreciate you guys sending me something. Anyways, next I ran into this other guy who I was trying to flip a projected on. His name was Bacon Hair Noob. So I was giving him the projected for about 4,500. Originally I was gonna add another item, but he decided to send this instead, so I took it very quickly. Even though I wasn't getting as much as I originally wanted, that's still a crazy win. And as you can see, now we're at 11,000. Like I said, since we were able to trade it for 4,000, we are now at 11,000, which is pretty crazy. Just in 2 episodes, we're already at 11,000 value after starting from just about 0. Anyway, so next I'm just looking for some more projecteds to see if I can flip them and make even more profit. If you guys want to know how to do this method, just watch one of my videos on it. Next, I ran into a guy with Trade Hangout who had a projected, and I was going to see if I could make a trade for it. He wanted the Cuckoo Crazy Bot, which was about 3,300 wrap, and I definitely wasn't willing to do that. So instead, I decided to send him the Wizard King Crown and the Halloween baseball cap, which was about 2,700 wrap for his projected, which was 9,600. And since I had just traded that one away, I knew I could get at least 4,000 for it. So giving away 2,700 was pretty good in my opinion. And so he decided to accept the trade. So now I just had to trade away that projected, and we were looking pretty good. So again, I lost some of the footage from some of my trades, but so this is the trade that I just completed, the Winter King Crown and the Halloween baseball cap. For the projected, at this point the projected had dropped a little bit, but it was a couple days later, so it wasn't a big deal, and I had already traded the projected at this point. But next I went back to the same guy who I flipped the projected on, and I gave him Sinister Branches and about 424 Robux for the projected back. So even though he gave 4,000 for it, I was able to get it for about 2,000. So now at this point I had 2 of the same projected, the Amethyst Emperor of the Sky, and I flipped one of them for the DIY head row, which was a huge win. I got 5,200 for something that I gave 2,200 for, so that was a 3k win, the biggest win of the series so far. And then after that trade, I was able to flip the other Amethyst Emperor of the Sky, and I was able to get the Crimson Evil Eye and the Crazy Bot 10,000. So although obviously we didn't get the same as we did in that last trade, we still got a pretty decent amount. We only gave 2,500 for it, so that was still a 700 win. And at this point, I was at about 15,000 value, and that was really going to end off the video. Those are all the trades that I made. I have the DIY head row, the So Super Excited Pink, the Cuckoo Crazy Bot, the regular Crazy Bot, and the Crimson Evil Eye, which are 5 pretty decent items. None of them are terrible, all pretty good demand, and I knew I would be able to trade them off pretty easily. So I'm just going to recap all the trades that I made. I'm not going to go too in depth, but so if you guys want to focus on any of the trades, you can pause the video and look more into any of the trades. But I think this episode was pretty successful. We made a ton of good trades. As you can see, we more than doubled our value. We went from about 7,000 to 15,000, so we got 8,000 profit in this video, which is pretty impressive. That we only started from an item worth about 900 in the first episode, and we're already about 15,000 after only 3 or 4 days of trading. I hope in this series that I'm able to prove to you guys that you don't need a lot to start trading, and anyone can really start trading. That's really the purpose of these videos, because I know they're entertaining to you guys, and I hope they're able to inspire you guys to start trading and start making profit, because I know a lot of people don't have a ton of Robux. I hope that I'm able to prove to you guys that anyone can really do it. Anyone can make a ton of profit from trading. But anyways, if you guys did enjoy the video, please leave a like and subscribe. It would really help me out. I'm trying to get to 10,000 subs by the end of the year. So thank you guys for watching. Peace.